This is Module 6, Lesson 8. Read the objective out loud while I read it. I can generate a number pattern from a given rule and plot the points. So the difference between yesterday's lesson and today's lesson is yesterday you were trying to figure out the rule from the number pattern. Now you're going to generate the pattern from the rule. So it's just opposite. And plot the points. So our fluency practice today, we're going to start with a sprint. We're going to multiply decimals by 10, hundreds, and 1,000. You're going to need your problem set packet. So get yourself organized. Get a pencil. I am going to start the clock in just a second. Ready? Okay, let's correct. 623, 6,230, 62,300, 736, 7,360, 73,600, 6, 0.6, 0.06, 3, 30, 300, 0.2, 2, 20, 0.08, 0.8, 8, 33.2, 6.7, 91, and 74. All right, turn it over and let's do part B of our sprint. Hopefully you'll make an improvement, increase the amount of multiplications you can do in 1 minute. Ready, go. All right, let's check your work. 461, 4,610, 46,100, 892, 8,920, 89,200, 3, 0.3, 0.03, 9, 90, 900, 0.4, 4, 40, 0.07, 0.7, 7, 4.5, 7.8, 28, 19, 5,200, 8,700. You may have gotten past me. I don't know. All right. We are going back to our fluency practice, but you are just flipping the page, and we are going to use this coordinate plane as part of our fluency today. So what you're going to start out by doing is I want you to, number one, label the X and Y axes, label the origin. Along both axes, level each interval. Now, I would do this in pencil because we are going to use the same coordinate plane for two different graphing, two different rules, if you will. So the first time I want you to label it when counting by 1 to 5. How would you break that up from 1 to 5? So you're going to label 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 along each axis. And then you're going to plot these points right here. So I want you to go ahead and do that and come back and check your work. Okay. Did you label your x-axis, your y-axis? Did you label the origin? Also, were you able to label your coordinate plane by whole numbers? Did you plot the points and connect them in a line? All right. Your next task, I want you to write 2 pairs of whole number coordinates on the line passing through the points you plotted. So I want you to pick 2 more places, and I want you to name those coordinate points. Write them down, like mark it and then just label it. All right, what did you come up with? You could have identified 1.5 and, do you know what? Since we're just doing holes, I would have probably done 4 and 5 and 5 and probably 6. those are two that I didn't draw my line very well. Whoops. 4 and 5. Oh, I went over. No wonder it didn't look good. 5, 5, and 6. I was not on my. So let's see. Whole numbers. We were working with whole numbers here. Okay. Now, I want you to add halves. I want you to go through and add halves to your coordinate system here. So I want you to label the interval with halves. Go ahead and do that. And then I want you to plot these points. All right, is this what you ended up with? Did you label your intervals by halves? And were you able to plot the points and connect the dots? All right, that is going to be it for this part. Now we're going to go back to your packet and we're going to do the application problem. The coordinate pairs listed. Locate two different point lines. Write a rule that describes the relationship between x and y coordinates. So 3.5 and 7. 1 2/3, 3 1/3. 5 and 10. Something's jumping out at me on that one. Then 6/3, 3.5. So 6/3 and 1, 3.5 and 1 3/4, 13 and 6.5. So what rule can you write for line L and line N? Try it and come back and check your work. Okay, so hopefully you saw the pattern on line L that y is 2 times x. Now, if this one threw you off, you can figure that pattern out by just looking at these two. Then y is half of x. So 6/3 is 2, right? And 6.5 is half of 13. So just looking, just looking at the first and the last, I was able to figure out the rule. All right. This is the end of our fluency practice for Module 6, Lesson 8. Now we're going on to concept development. You are going to need your packet that we just finished, and you're going to be turning to the template, Lesson 8 template. We're going to use this whole coordinate system here, this coordinate plane, and the boxes. We're going to try to figure out what points would fit into our rule.